Last night, as I lay in bed, I found myself smiling at the memory of Valentine's Day, a day that felt soft, warm, and beautifully unhurried. It wasn't loud or extravagant. It wasn't about grand gestures or crowded restaurants. It was simple, and somehow that made it perfect. The morning began slowly. Sunlight slipped through the curtains in thin golden lines, landing gently across the bed. I remember turning over and seeing my lover already awake, just watching me with that quiet smile that always makes my heart feel safe. "Happy Valentine's Day," they whispered, their voice still warm with sleep. There was something about the way they said it, not dramatic, not overly sweet, just sincere. And in that moment, I realized that love at its best is calm. It doesn't rush. It doesn't demand, it simply exists. We stayed in bed longer than usual, wrapped in blankets, talking about everything and nothing. Our fingers traced lazy patterns on each other's hands. Outside, the world was beginning its busy rhythm, but inside our room, time moved slowly. Later, we made breakfast together. Nothing fancy, just pancakes, fresh fruit, and coffee. But we cooked side by side, bumping shoulders, laughing when the pancake flipped too high and nearly missed the pan. Flour dusted the counter. The smell of coffee filled the air. Music played softly in the background. It felt peaceful, real. After breakfast, we decided to take a quiet walk. The weather was gentle, not too cold, not too warm. The kind of day where the air feels clean and forgiving. We walked hand in hand, fingers intertwined naturally, like they were always meant to fit that way. We didn't rush anywhere, we just wandered. At one point, we found a small park bench beneath a tree just beginning to bloom. The branches above us swayed lightly in the breeze. I rested my head on their shoulder, and we sat there watching couples pass by, some dressed up for dinner plans, some laughing loudly, some holding bouquets of roses. And yet, sitting there in silence felt more romantic than anything else.
My head rested against their chest, listening to the steady rhythm of their heartbeat. Their arms wrapped around me, holding me in a way that felt protective and tender at the same time. The music was soft, almost blending into the quiet hum of the room. We moved slowly, like we had nowhere else to be. And maybe that was the most beautiful part of the day. There was no pressure to impress, no need to prove anything. Just presence, just warmth. As evening settled in, we prepared dinner together. We set the table carefully, even though it was only the two of us. Candles flickered gently between us. The room glowed with soft golden light. We talked about our first Valentines together, how nervous we had both been. We laughed about awkward moments, about small misunderstandings that now seemed harmless and sweet. We spoke about dreams for the future, places we want to travel, goals we want to reach, quiet hopes we carry in our hearts. It wasn't dramatic, it was steady. After dinner, we stepped outside for a moment. The night sky was clear, dotted with stars. The air felt cool against our skin. We stood close together, sharing the same warmth. "Every day with you feels like Valentine," they said quietly.
And I realized something then: love isn't just in the celebration. It's in the ordinary days, the mornings with messy hair, the shared coffee cups, the silent comfort of sitting side by side. When we finally returned to bed that night, we were tired in the most peaceful way. The kind of tiredness that comes from feeling full, not of food, not of gifts, but of connection. I lay there with my head resting against their chest again, listening to their slow breathing. Their hand gently traced circles along my arm, the same slow, soothing rhythm. The room was quiet. The candles had long been blown out. Outside, the world slept. And as I drifted closer to sleep, I felt grateful, not for an extravagant day, but for a calm, genuine one. A Valentine's Day filled with laughter, warmth, quiet walks, slow dances, and the simple joy of being loved and loving in return. It was soft. It was steady. It was ours. And as I close my eyes now, remembering it all, I feel that same gentle warmth wrapping around me again, like a reminder that love, when it is real, is the safest place to rest. Good night.